I'm Alice Whedon.
I'm Cabria with Chozyn 3.
I'm Danielle with Chozyn 3.
I'm Noelle with Chozyn 3.
So this is Cabria. How y'all doing today? I am from Las Vegas, born and raised.
I am Danielle, and I am from Detroit, Michigan, but I now reside in Las Vegas.
And I'm Noelle, and I was raised in Las Vegas, born in Lincoln, Nebraska, and I spend most of my time in Los Angeles.
Thank you guys for even taking the time out to chat with me today. Came across you guys' music in like the most random of instances. I think it was like browsing through Instagram, and I saw a clip of Pat That Cat, and I was just like, oh my God, what is this? Then like after listening to it, I was like, oh my God, okay. Like, you guys are very, very talented. You guys sing, you rap, you do pretty much everything. Can you tell me, just starting from the beginning, how you guys came together? How did someone from Nebraska and Los Angeles and Detroit just come together?
This is Danielle, and actually me and Cabria met years back in acting class. Me and her started making comedy videos, which that's how Bestie Entertainment was born. So right now we have over 75,000 followers on Bestie Entertainment, and our top video is over 10 million. And being in comedy, we wanted to get into the music side of things, and I'll let Cabria take over from here.
And let me clarify, because it does matter. We are actually over 95,000 followers on Facebook now. Yeah, we're over 95,000, and our top video on there is over 10 million views. So that's how Danielle and I met. We wanted to get into the streaming side of things, and we noticed, a lot of comedians were making music. And so we were playing around with the Pat That Cat chorus one day. We never developed it, and we finally decided, let's get serious about this. My sister caught wind of it, and with her, my sister is Noelle, by the way. So Cabria and Noelle are actually sisters.
Okay.
Yeah, we have the same father, different mother. So with her already being in the music industry, and she'll run down her background, she was like, okay, look, y'all, we got to collaborate, and boom, Chozyn 3 was born.
Yeah, this is Noelle. Just to piggyback off of what Cabria said, yes, that's my sister, and I love her so much. She's an amazing singer, songwriter herself. Danielle is an amazing spoken word artist, comedian. She's hilarious. So me being fans of my sister and her best friend already, and I have a background in music. I've been doing singing and songwriting for many years in Los Angeles. I have placements in Tyler Perry films, Lionsgate films, and I am an actress as well, with credits like Blackish, Criminal Minds, House MD. So I was already doing it out here, and when my sister told me about their idea for Pat That Cat, and then she rapped it for me, I said, oh my gosh, this is hilarious. I gotta get in on this. Like, I got to. And we literally were like, okay, well, is it going to be Bestie Entertainment featuring Noelle, or Noelle featuring Bestie Entertainment? Like, this can't be the only song. Like, we got to do more. And then we just said, you know what? Let's be a group. And Chozyn 3 was born because, we feel like us three were chosen to do music together. And it's like, we have so many songs, and we're so excited. Yes.
Yes.
How long have you guys been actually doing music? I came across Pat That Cat earlier this year, around March or so. So how long have you guys been working on it?
We introduced ourselves to the world as a group this year, 2020. We actually we have more music recorded, but we recorded some songs, and Pat That Cat was the first one we decided to release for 2020.
So when exactly was Chozyn 3 established?
In 2019, that's when we started putting everything together, deciding what we were going to do, picking our name, and just getting our image together. And so that was 2019, and then we introduced, the music in 2020.
Oh, wow. You guys have done it. I'm not sure how you guys personally feel about your group, but just from my experience with new artists, you guys have done quite a lot. Just even your internet presence, you guys are represented on seemingly every single platform. Does your musical background and your entertainment background play a part in that? Like, how did you learn to make sure that you're represented?
This is Noelle, and Cabria has a marketing degree. Danielle has a degree in geology. I have a degree in counseling. So it's like we already have been on our own, like, path individually, even just everything that could prepare us for this moment. Because like you said, we did so much in a short amount of time. So we are the label. We are doing everything administratively. We are creative directing our videos. We are writing our songs. We are scheduling everything. Like, we don't have an assistant. We don't have a manager. We don't have a label. Like, Desi Entertainment and Grown Woman Productions, that's my company. We literally are Black Girl Magic.
Now, how many more is completely like a 360, in my opinion, from Pat That Cat? How did that come about? Is it just you guys reflecting on the times and what's going on right now?
Yes, this is Danielle. How many more needed to come, especially with everything going on? We just felt as a group we needed to say something. We needed to speak out on what was going on. You know, like you said, even though we are fairly new, we wanted to let our presence be known. So, you know, with everything going on, we felt like it was very important for us to have a song dedicated towards what was going on and, you know, let you know we're here in real time with you. You know, like you said, it was a complete change, but that's what we're about. We're diverse and we're able to jump in wherever, like you said, comedy, music, poetry, the whole aspect of everything, the marketing. I mean, we are literally our team.
I think that it's a great thing that you guys are kind of just coming into your music, showing your diversity, you know, how you can just switch it up. So where do you want your music to go from that?
We can all answer that. Cabria, go ahead.
I was going to say, this is Cabria. So we had already recorded so much music together prior to releasing. And so, you know, there's so much people are going to get to know about Chozyn 3 and our diversity. We literally have songs. I mean, we have songs with messages for everything. So far people have just seen us being, you know, MCs and we're rapping, but we also sing. So Vacation is going to give them a whole nother experience, you know, listening to us rap, listening to us being able to sing. And just a sexy, sensual vibe, you know. And then after that, I mean, we got bangers. Everything is a banger in our book. So we're going to keep shocking the world and just showing how diverse we can be and how talented we are.
This is Noelle. I was going to say, too, COVID really also affected us, right? Because we knew we were going to put out Pat That Cat when we did, and our idea was this is perfect. It's just in time for spring break. We're going to perform at Essence Festival. We're going to be performing all summer. This is a great summer record, and then COVID happened. We're new now, and we can't really promote it the way that we thought, and it's that kind of record that it helps to be out performing it for people. And then, how many more? Obviously, the time came, and it was like, we got to be a part of this. We have voices. We are activists. We have something to say about this. Fast forward to Vacation. I mean, I've been seeing memes going around, Alice. I don't know if you've seen them, but people are like, how long do you need to know somebody before you go on a vacation with them? You know, like, I just want to know what your name is, your favorite color, and then let's go somewhere, because COVID has just kind of changed the way that we have spent our summer and the way that we date. So we were like, okay, out of all the records we got to put out next, and we did research. We had our closest people and DJs that we respect listen to our records. And for the time that we're in right now and coming into Labor Day weekend, okay,
right.
We said Vacation is the record because we want to give people an experience that they haven't had, maybe you haven't had happen this summer. If you have a bay, wouldn't you want to go on one? And if you don't have one, we hope this makes you feel like, ooh, maybe I need to call somebody and see what they doing. Like, we just wanted people to feel good and feel sexy during this time that's not sexy. It's hard right now for pretty much everybody. We're all affected.
That's true. I think that this is a really good time. And my experience with COVID vacation memes is people saying they can't wait till it's over. Like, as soon as it's over, they're going to go do X, Y, Z, you know, with the first person they see. So, like, vacation, the timing of you dropping it, like just aligning with, I guess, the reopening of so many different states that's a smart move.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any?
Thank you.
No problem. Do you guys have any ideas for the video? Or have you recorded it just yet?
Go ahead, Danielle.
And how do you do? Well, how do you guys do that? Create your videos in the midst of COVID.
Okay, yes, we actually already have shot our video for vacation, which that will also be releasing on September 4th. So it's the music and the video. So they'll be able to experience both. And together it's us coming up first with our verses, which, that was already done, and us just attacking each line in our verse and saying, okay, well, how do we feel we want to express this in the video, and coming up with the treatment, talking, with each other and coming up with different ideas. And once all that's together, we picked the location. It was kind of hard because, COVID is and has shut down, different areas. So the video was shot in Las Vegas, at Lake Las Vegas. And we had a great, I don't know if we, I guess we can, the people we worked with, Nelly and his team, they did a great job. So we already had a treatment available, and when we recorded, his team, he came in, we had everything aligned. So everything is, like we say, we're chosen, and we know that everything that we're doing is divine. So everything just comes together for us, even in this difficult time, it seemed like everything just went smooth, from us finding the right people to be in our video to, the location and how everything was just prepared and together for us. Everything just came together, and we're extremely grateful for that.
Yeah, this is Noelle. I was going to say this too, and then I got to shout out Cabria because all our videos, especially vacation, we shot all our videos with this pandemic going on and being very safe and very careful. For vacation, we were like, do we want to do, beaches in California? Like, how do we look like we're on an island or somewhere far away, just in an experience of really being on a vacation? And Cabria was like, okay, between LA and Vegas, she was like, oh, Lake Las Vegas, I think we could make it work. So what we did with this, just like we did with the Pat That Cat more so, we start researching. We are picking the location. We're executive producing everything. So we're doing the treatments, we're picking our wardrobe, we're picking our looks, jewelry, everything. Cabria is a hairstylist as well. So she makes sure our hair is on point.
Yes.
We did our makeup in Pat That Cat. I'm makeup savvy, so I can touch everybody up or fix everybody up even extra. But we were able to get a makeup artist for vacation, and even finding a director. That was just us going on Instagram, looking at Vegas directors and reaching out to them directly to find out, okay, are you available this date? Because we need the song to come out by this date, so it needs to be edited by this date. And we provided them with a treatment PowerPoint. Everything is so professional and tight. And then Cabria also casted our babes.
Yes,
it's a whole story in itself. So, between us looking at, it takes hours for us to research what to wear because we don't have a stylist. We don't have all those things yet. So we literally executive produce everything from start to finish to everything. So, yeah, Cabria casted the men as well.
Yes, she did.
You wanted to speak on that, Cabria?
Cabria, go ahead, Cabria. Go ahead, Cabria.
So, okay, right? This is exclusive. I'm telling you, the scenes in the video progressively get real hot and steamy, okay? But it's tasteful. It's very tasteful. But yeah, we were able to, find models. Again, you would think, it would be a major challenge during the pandemic, and it kind of was because people are just all over the place right now. And so thankfully we were able to cast some great models who were more than willing to play the role and show up and be there on set with us all day.
How long did it take you guys to finish the shoot?
We did 7 hours.
Yeah.
Oh.
And let's be clear. From the day that we found out that we needed to shoot a video, we did the video the very next weekend. So like in 7 days, we were able to get wardrobe, hair, models, location secure, Airbnb secure. We had to pay the videographer. We had to get our logos. We had a photo shoot. I mean, like, the great thing about us as a team, when it's time to work, we work very well under pressure.
That's good to hear.
Very well.
How do you guys, with 3 different people, I know you guys are sisters and friends, but with 3 different people, 3 different ideas, 3 different tastes, how do you come down to approving a visual, approving a look, approving a sound? How does that go? How does that process go?
Ooh, well, I'll start. This is Noelle. I will say, yes, 3 strong-minded women with 3. Sometimes we are all like, yeah. And a lot of times, you know, we do challenge each other. Like, we keep it real with each other. If your verse, we like, you could tighten that up, tighten this part up. From our looks, everything. Like, we each respect each other's opinion, and we definitely do not always agree. And so coming from, you know, Cabria's like, okay, how do you like this look for hair and wardrobe? You know, I'm tall. I'm 6 feet. So I'll be teasing them because a lot of the stuff I'll be trying to find, they'll find a look like, oh, this look works. And I'll be like, that's not going to look right on me. Or it just, you know, we just work together on all those little things that in the end matter so much. But we definitely, like, for instance, right now, we're going to have merch. We have merch with everything. So we have Pat That Cat merch, How Many More merch, which is amazing if you guys haven't had it. Anybody listening, if you haven't checked it out, we have really good merch that we design. And we have an in-house designer that we use. He's amazing. Shout out to Adrian. But for vacation, same thing. Like, we are agreeing on the design, and we're each inputting, like, make the font smaller, make it bigger, take this out, take that in. So, yeah, we each approve. If one of us doesn't like it, we got to get to a place where we all feel comfortable, whether it's music, our photos, it doesn't matter, the font, whatever, social media posts, we do that all together, just us 3.
Yeah, work together as a team. And like you said, how it was a week, literally, like, that just jogged my memory again. You know, you go through something sometimes and you kind of forget because you're moving on to the next thing, but that was really amazing for us to go through, just get everything done. And that's why I say it's just divine. You know, we're chosen 3, and it's divine for us. The work, the energy, time, I know is going to pay off because things come together for us that, I mean, the normal person would just be like, now, how did that happen? Like, how did God give this? And for us, you know, and I'm not trying to make it seem like it's easy because it's not, but the way that everything we know will come together. When you have that attitude and that spirit, that perseverance, that no matter what comes in front of us, if it comes in the way of a challenge, we are going to face it and we're going to overcome it. So things just, Cabria didn't go into detail, about, how she got a group of men, but, just speaking out, if somebody is sitting in your chair or if you see somebody at the gym or wherever and it's just in your spirit to say something, I'm telling you, that can be the key right there. Sometimes we are so afraid to just speak out, ask somebody, hey, do you know, somebody who has a laundromat, or do you know somebody who could do, sometimes you just opening your mouth open so many opportunities for you. And that's, just what I wanted to piggyback on, with Noelle and Cabria, how everything came together. Sometimes it's just you opening your mouth, and that's with us as a team as well. If it's something that, is completely like the wrong direction, we're going to say it. You're going to speak up, Every time is not meant for, hey, I don't like this, because if one of us likes something, more than likely that's it. We're like, okay, yeah, that's it. But like she said, there are times where we have to, challenge each other, like, nah, I think we could do a little bit better, or, your verse could be tightened up a little bit right here. So, it's a group effort, and I love the fact that collectively we bring so much to the table. You would think we have a whole squad behind us, but it's us 3, just strong-minded, strong-willed women who have a goal, we have a dream, and we know that we're going to put the effort in to accomplish it, period.
I know that entertainment in general can sometimes challenge a person's faith. How do you guys deal with that, being so strong in your faith? How do you guys handle those instances?
Whoever, go ahead.
Who was that? Okay.
No,
I was going to say, this is Cabria, and just to touch on it a little bit, first of all, we started off with our faith being challenged because initially when we set to release Pat That Cat, we were not planning to do it during a pandemic. And so when the pandemic hit and we're like, oh my gosh, we already have our song set to release in 2 weeks. That could have been a moment where, we allow fear to creep in and we could have just said, you know what, let's just scratch it. Let's hold off until after the pandemic. But being that we are risk takers, we're so bold and we have so much faith, we decided to stick to the program. We said, look, let's stick to it. This is perfect timing. People are going to be paying attention. People are going to be home. They have nothing else to do. So why not introduce ourselves as a new group while our eyes are on us, you know what I'm saying, on social media. So that we started off with our faith being challenged, and I'm so glad we decided to push through with that because we made some great connects. We've been networking even during the midst of this pandemic. And then the other thing is, everybody's dealing with finances and, jobs, going in and out. And with us having the salon was closed for a while, So just keeping the faith and still investing in our dreams, no matter what, no matter how things start looking or appear like they're going to be, we have been able to stand still, steadfast, and God has just been rewarding us through that.
Wow.
Yeah. This is Noelle. I want to piggyback too, because I know Danielle. We all got to speak on the faith because we all.
Yeah, exactly.
I just want to say quickly that, like Kabir said, COVID challenged us, and then of course in the midst of COVID, George Floyd happened, Breonna Taylor happened, Elijah McCain happens, and now Jacob Blake is happening, and even more. Ahmaud Arbery, all these things in this short amount of time is happening. And of course, as a new group, like, okay, we have Pat That Cat. We know we need to keep promoting Pat That Cat and promoting us as a group, but this is heartbreaking and it's upsetting. It's all these emotions that we also wanted to tap into, which we were able to do, thankfully. And Richard, I got to shout out Richard Penn. Richard Penn directed Pat That Cat, and then he came in and helped us with How Many More. Again, our faith is why, because faith is contagious, right? If I believe in it, Cabria believes in it, Danielle believes in it, we bring in people that also believe in it. And How Many More just kind of came about after we did the song and we took some photos wearing a line called Black Privilege. Shout out to Crystal. It's her line, Black Privilege. And we wanted to do a photo shoot with her line on to use as cover artwork. But then we ended up in that area where we shot our photo shoot downtown. We were like, oh man, let's see if we can shoot down here, if we can find a mural of some sort to just stand in front of. And I'll just use my iPhone and shoot it. And that'll be something we can use with the news clippings of everything that's going on. Well, Richard, it was Father's Day. Richard is a father. Richard said he heard the song How Many More. He said, man, I got to be a part of that. Like, I'll come down there and hold the iPhone for y'all. Because I believe in the song, I believe in y'all, and I'm passionate about what's going on. This is affecting me as a black man and as a parent. So literally he came down on GP, and that's faith. That's our faith. That's his faith. That's us moving together. Like, no matter what's going on, we're going to be a part of it. We're going to speak on it. We're going to pray about it, and we're going to always be a unit no matter what's going on. And we're challenged. We also work. We all have jobs. We're paying for this stuff. This stuff is not free. So, Cabria is working hard in the salon with her mom. That's their salon. I'm working hard out here with any odd-end job I can possibly have that keeps me flexible. Danielle's working and raising her son. Like, we are challenged every day during this time as artists that are still trying to get our music out there. We're still not known, quote unquote, but yet you found us. That's faith, your optimism. You're looking for talent and you found us. And it's stuff like that happens for us, like Danielle was saying. Go ahead, Danielle. Now you go.
No, thank you. But, yeah, like Noelle said, I'm a mother as well. So and I have a son, and I did speak or do a poetry piece about that because it really, look, I'm kind of getting teary-eyed now. But yes, it affected me because I have a son, and seeing that constantly, happening to different people and different mothers, it makes me grateful to be a part of something that people can say, wow, they really put it on the line as far as their music. And I want my son also to know, like, when this stuff was going on, I spoke up, because it's important to speak up. And it's important to, show your talents and your gifts to the world. But, I understand that that's hard for people. Like you said, finances, we're working, we're being tested every day. So, you have to have faith every day. Life is not going to be easy, especially with chasing your dreams. Things will get thrown in your way. You will get discouraged. You will even try to discourage yourself, So, it was so important for me to hold on to my faith personally for my son and for myself, because I want to show him he has a strong mother, he has a dependable mother, and he has a mother who will speak up and speak up for Black boys and men who have been treated like nothing, and that's sad. So, yeah, we have to have faith every day.
Still trying to make us cry, y'all. I'm not about to play with her.
I know.
She's trying to take us to church, all of us. Oh, my goodness. She's giving a testimony.
For real.
For real. Right.
That's how it came out, y'all. I didn't plan it, but that's, when it comes, I just go with it. So, yeah, that's right. That's my part on it.
One, I had no idea how many more were shot on the iPhone. It definitely doesn't look like it was shot on the iPhone. You guys, everything that you do, you can see the work that was put into it. When it's just you guys, you have to be the everything, all hands on deck. You have to be the artist. You have to be the producer. You have to be. How do you guys go about time management? Do you just kind of, whenever you're free, or do you just make certain adjustments? Or do you have do you approach it like business hours? On this specific day and this specific time is when I'm going to do Chozyn 3.
This is Danielle. Actually, right now we have a schedule between us as far as when you say like posting and things like that. We all collectively do that together. So we all have our days, that we have scheduled, and during that day, you do your post how you like, but we each have a day, so it lightens the load for all of us thinking on that day, like, should I post, should I not post? So we all have designated days.
When it comes to us, like, just having tasks that's needed to be done, we just all have to be available to make it happen, effectively and efficiently. We will do that, sacrifice that time if it's necessary. But, it's an everyday grind for us, It's not really a moment where something is needed, but we can, put our phones down and say, well, we don't do nothing on these days. We're constantly, because we are very hungry. We're very hungry and we're very driven and passionate. And, we don't want to just put a song out and then just, forget about it and give you a couple posts and then wait till the next thing we do. We want to be in your face. We want to be in everybody's face. And just, the attention span of the world is just short these days, especially when you don't have a name yet, So for us, it's important to constantly be available to pitch in towards the grind and whatever is needed, no matter what time it is, what day it is, we work around it.
Making time can be one of the hardest parts of getting your career off the ground, and especially when you're working regular jobs still. Has there been a point in time that you guys have been doing music that you just received like some really good advice?
Ooh. Well, I will say yeah, because with Vacation in particular, we have other great songs like my sister said earlier, and in trying to pick the next single, and we thought, okay, we put out 2 singles without any help, like any promotional help or marketing help or anything like that, any playlisting help. And I said, I think that the next single, these songs we got hits. I think we definitely need some help with this next single. And so, yeah, we reached out. I reached out to some people in the industry to see what their thoughts were on really how many more was out. And we said, man, the NBA came out with the jerseys on the back. 9 of them are wearing how many more? How can we promote how many more? More people need to hear about it with all this stuff going on. And when I finally talked to a publicist that we ended up hiring, Soren Baker, shout out to him, he said, look, you guys need a third single that you know is a hit, and we need to just roll with that, and then they will rediscover or discover for the first time how many more, and also Pat That Cat. So I thought that was really good advice, because he said, hey, get a digital playlisting person. We brought on Barry Benson. And from there, the advice of our relationships, right? DJs that have huge platforms, producers that we know in the game, celebrities that we know in the game. We literally said, listen to these songs, let us know your thoughts. And everybody collectively picked, at least out of so many songs, it was like 5 or 6 that people were like, man, any of these could go. But for right now, in the time we're in, this is the one. So I thought it was great advice from our peers, from our relationships, of people saying, this is it. Go with this record. It's special. You can't hate on it. The video is beautiful, sexy. It's all those things. I think it's a great way for us to put that type of coins into our next release to get us more out there. So the advice was just, hey, this is the record that you got to put money behind. And it's hard, but we doing it. And I thought that was really great advice, how we got to vacation, how we were able to put it out.
What advice to do is just to be relentless, you know, like sometimes you think you're posting enough, but like, no, we got to go harder. You know, we just constantly keeping ourselves in a teaching position and elevating, you know, the current things that we're doing and how can we do it better. But the biggest thing that really stuck with me is just to be relentless. Yeah, just being relentless and not, you know, sometimes you're waiting on results, you know what I'm saying? But if you stick with it and just the results, they'll show, you know, and we are reaping some benefits of the results of us just being relentless.
Definitely. As an artist, as a creative, you can work on something day in and day out, and you have this idea in your head of how the world will receive it, and then you put it out there. It's not necessarily received the same way that you intended. Is there any moments where that might have happened, or you get afraid of that happening, and you might have you decided, like, you know what, this isn't for me? Basically, how many times have you guys quit? Have you ever quit, or how many times have you quit? And if so, what do you do when those moods hit?
So this is Danielle. So I remember when Pat That Cat, when we first put that out, and some people they was like, what? Like, you're expecting somebody, you know, because it's comedy music, you know, like, yes, we have bars, but it's also fun, you know. That was a funny video that we wanted to do, a way to introduce ourselves. And, you know, like you said, have certain people taking it the wrong way. Definitely, you put something out and you expect that people are going to, you know it's comedy, know that, you know, this is where we're coming from, but not everybody like that. And sometimes when you have people who don't agree or maybe like the music or, you know, art that you have put out, you have to just realize that everything isn't for everybody. And you can't stop doing what you're doing because someone doesn't like the way it is, or how the video was, or how you said this one part, or, you know, maybe you shouldn't have used, because there are always going to be people who don't agree with you. They don't like what you like. They don't think you should be doing what you're doing. And that's where being relentless, you know, having a team where you can talk to each other and know, like, hey, we know where we're going with this. We know the direction, and we know all the other music that we have already tucked away that we are so anxiously ready to share. And so when you know the bigger picture and not just a piece, then it gives you that strength to just keep on going, because what you come to find out is, like, you say, oh, okay, you didn't like this, but maybe you'll like this. And then as you continue to put music out, you say, well, hey, I know you maybe didn't like, you know, this song, Or, maybe this other song wasn't your taste, but how about this? So as we just continue, Pat That Cat, how many more, this Friday with vacation coming out, we are constantly giving you different aspects and different views so that maybe those who didn't like Pat That Cat, they'll love vacation. But we can't focus our attention on who or those people who specifically don't like things. We just have to keep going forward and knowing that, we do have some fans who are with us to the end. They like everything. And then, sometimes you'll have people who don't agree, and that's okay. You have to be strong in the artist that you are, the creator that you are, and know that you have plenty more to offer. So you can't get stumbled up and caught up by somebody not liking one thing or, something that you said or saying. You have to just keep going forward, moving forward, and knowing that eventually those people will come around, and like something that you put out.
Yeah, and I was going to say, this is Noelle. Being a actress, you get rejected all the time. You audition for stuff, and you just won't hear back from someone. If you could have done a great job, it could have came down to you and somebody else, and you won't know that if they don't call how great you did. You just weren't right for the role. And then I've been signed to an independent label on 2 separate occasions in my career, and it folded at the time. So I've been signed and right there about to, and it doesn't pan out. Even my sister Cabria has been signed to an independent label as a solo artist. So it's like it comes with the territory of what people are going to have to say and whatever. But we're focused on what we want to do. And like Danielle said, we know if you ain't like that, you gonna love vacation. And even if vacation ain't for you because you're salty, maybe you and your babe broke up, you don't want to go nowhere, well, you should be down with the movement. How many more? And if you ain't down with the movement, somewhere down the line, one of our songs is going to resonate with you because we have so many layers to us.
That's right.
We're attacking them all. We're attacking all the layers. We are diverse as hell.
Exactly.
I definitely agree with you guys on the. Since you guys do everything already, do you plan to stay independent, just be you guys, or bring some additional people in to help?
This is Noelle. I'll just say, because I know Cabria can speak to it too. We are open to all of the possibilities of what could happen. We love the independent side of things is because you can obviously have a final say in everything from your image to your video to, I want to release a song this Friday. We don't need permission from anybody to do it. We can do that. So, as we move forward with more music that, again, vacation, we believe in so strongly. We believe in all of our songs, but this song is, we're really excited about it. And we also have Dem Joints who produced it. Dem Joints is responsible for Kedron Bryant, who has the song out right now, I Just Want to Live. That's his artist. They have a deal with Warner Brothers. But Dem Joints is a multi-platinum and Grammy award-winning producer. He produced for artists Dr. Dre, Kendrick Lamar, Brandy, Rihanna, Christina Aguilera, Missy, Janet Jackson. I can go on. Dem Joints produced Vacation along with Star Child Yeezo, who is a Grammy-nominated engineer, but has also worked with artists such as Chris Brown, Raphael Sadiq, Guapale. He's got a resume. So these 2 powerhouse producers are behind our music. So, we are open to all the possibilities that could happen with Chozyn 3, but we will always be in control of our image, our branding, and what we want to do because we're also actresses. There is other entities a part of us with our acting careers, and that's the entertainment. I mean, you getting Chozyn 3, but then you getting all these other things.
Exactly.
All wrapped in one.
So whoever, if we were to sign, quote unquote, to anyone or to any situation, it has to make sense and it has to be aligned with what our vision is and what our goals are as a group.
Right now, you guys are 2 singles in. You're coming out with your 3rd single this Friday. What would you say to yourself 5 years from now? Like, hey.
This is Noelle. I say, good job. Good job, girl.
Yeah.
Like, that's right. Way to stick with it. Way to be relentless. Way to not give up. Good job. job, and I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud.
Yeah,
and
for me, I would say keep going, keep pushing, keep, believing in yourself. Because 5 years from now, I know amazing things are going to be already unfolded, but that's still plenty of time for more things to unfold, more things to nourish and flourish. And, I don't ever plan on stopping. Once things, we are really in the door, like they say, get my foot in the door. Oh, there's so many possibilities because there are so many different layers that we've already said about us collectively and individually. Like, we are goal and dream oriented. Like, we have so much to offer the world. And 5 years from now, I just pray, one, that I'll be here 5 years from now, but that I'll still be as determined and uplifted and encouraged to, continue on this entertainment journey, because I do not plan on stopping in any way, shape, or form. So if I'm looking at myself 5 years from now, I'm saying, great job. Keep pushing, and you can do it.
Career. 5 years from now, I'm scrolling through, like you see the memories popping up. I just want to hear it was all worth it, because I know 5 years from now we're going to be mainstream, we're going to be successful, we're going to be household names. And I want to be able to look back and just, the phrase I want to hear is it was all worth it. So everything that we're doing now up until that point, that 5-year mark, and I know we'll keep going. Whether it's hard, the happy moments, everything that comes with it, it's just going to be worth it, because we are getting ready to just reap the benefits and see the reward.